Hello and welcome to this new video. Yesterday it was Saturday the 12th of October, so we had the qualification round of Microsoft Excel World Championship 2024. So we officially started the tournament phase. As you may know, I was already pre-qualified thanks to the qualification gained in the Road to Las Vegas Battle Series, but I decided to take part to this qualification round anyway, to basically train and also feel a little bit of pressure before the tournament. Turned out it was quite a hard case compared to last year same format qualification round, which actually features 5 mini cases inspired by previous cases of Excel World Championship of previous years. Of course adjusted, so with slight variation, not very soft variations this time. 5 different difficulties, so easy to hard, and 5 bonus questions. Didn't have great feelings during the competition, but eventually turned out to be quite a strong performance. Actually I scored, I think, 4th in terms of result for Europe and Americas, and 11th in the world, but I think the Asia Pacific case was for sure different, and I'm not sure about the actual comparability of the case. Anyway, in the next video I will post my live attempt to that case, so we can have an idea also of the level of difficulty of the morning session. Having said that, I did not complete the case during the round itself, so today will be a mix between a walkthrough and a live attempt for the different levels. Let's go into the spreadsheet in the meanwhile so I can show you basically the structure. Already imported my solver worksheet. For the afternoon case, it was a mix of 5 previous ones. The first one, tagged as easy, was derived by EVE Online. Honestly, it was actually very easy in my view, so probably could have been also a very easy mark. I mean, not aligned to the very easy we had during the Road to Las Vegas, but compared to the other 4 levels, it's probably very easy. Then we have a variation of Lucky, the gold miner, so from last year main draw. Tagged as easy. My view was not so easy, so probably medium would have been more appropriate as a difficulty tag. Then we have cricket darts, which was medium. Yeah, I think overall, yeah, medium might be correct, but probably easier than section 2, also according to other participants who tried both. Then we had this card game marked as hard. Didn't try this at all during the competition, but from the comments and rumors I heard, it's probably more towards the very hard mark, compare, I mean, to the 1 hour time allocation for 5 levels. And then we have the Lana Banana variation marked as hard. I think hard is fair here. I tried this during the competition, figure out I was going down a completely wrong route to solve this case, so I end up dropping it and solving 3 to 4 games, I think, manually, and scoring some points here. I have an idea on how to structure this, but it will be, let's say, 20% walkthrough, 80% live attempt. For level 4 will be a pure live attempt, so I'm not even sure to close this in the 1 hour allocation. And for the other ones it will be a walkthrough because I already solved them yesterday during the competition. Having said that, I'm very curious to jump again into this case. Let's start from the beginning. So maybe we can even start from the bonus questions because they were quite easy, except the bonus 4, which was related to level 4, which needs to be solved before. Bonus 1 asks to select the lowest resource price available across games 1 to 20. What is the possible cost of building a griffin? So now, yeah, for this we probably need level 1 first. So here you have your starships. Actually the cells were merged, so if I give some names here, those are the ships, those are the values underscore minerals. I need to switch my keyboard to English. And that's it. Basically level 1 asks you to calculate the market value of each of those starships, which is basically done by looking up this into the starships and returning the values of minerals. Then is basically sum product of the cost times the amount of minerals you need, and then you add this 10% markup, which is the final step needed. So let's go for level 1 first, and then we will go back to the bonuses, and that's it. For the bonuses, it basically asks you to consider the lowest price for each mineral, which will be actually the minimum. The minimum here. Yes, so we have the minimum for each mineral. Yeah, one more. Then you needed to have the amount of mineral of Griffin, which is this one, so the 4th row. So this, if not wrong, and then some product again, and that's it, I think, because it asks for the cost of production, not the market value, at least from my understanding. Oh, that's interesting. So are you saying that I need the 10% markup? Okay, honestly, I would like to check what I put as an answer in the no, I think they have accepted my answer. I mean, I don't think you need to add a markup, honestly, because one thing is production cost, another thing is the market value. I will check this later and eventually send a comment to FNWC organizers. Anyway, what is the total coin value of all the resources in the mine? They're referring to, let's rename it, the mine here that you will use for the VLOOKY game. What you need is basically configuring all the items and coins, and then you can simply do sum of x lookup of all this thing here into items, returning coins and 0 if you don't find it, and that's it. Then you have also 5, which is very easy. How many bananas are there in the garden? Which is this one. Let's call this a banana, and this is a basic count ifs of the garden looking bananas. Okay, and then you have this, which is a little bit more difficult. What is the total number of points provided in the 2400 cells for games 41 to 60? Maybe let's skip this for the moment, and I will get back when I address level 3. Anyway, those 4 bonuses were worth 1400 points, were quite easy in my view, so lots of points considering that, for example, level 1 was less than those 4 questions combined. So be mindful, have a look at the bonus questions before diving into the different sections, because that might be the deciding factor between a valid performance and a non-valid performance in this case with regards to the qualification. So let's go into section 2, which is VLOOKI. Basically, this is a little dwarf. He's working in the mine, collecting the items and selling them for a value. He has 100 health points. He loses points when holding mercury and uranium. And the tricky thing was in this mine you basically spend 1 hour to mine one cell if that cell is not empty. You lose 1 health point for each item of mercury and uranium you're carrying with you at each hour spent. And in terms of movement, you basically start from a given row. For example, here you start from row 2, the leftmost column. You go the whole row to the right, then you go down 1 cell, and then you go the whole row to the left, then 1 down, then the wall to the right. So basically this is a S shape or snake shape, whatever you want to call it. I'm suspecting there is a lambda to perform this, or I obviously didn't know about that before the competition. It would have been a lot easier to use a lambda here. Anyway, what I did is, of course, using the separate working worksheet. Yeah, okay, talking about example 2. Okay, so you start from row 2. I have a bit of regret here because my first idea was to do some prep work on the map instead of building the full path. So basically, let me show what I did in the competition, but I will not do this again. So what I did is, okay, start from row 2, let's assume the first is B2, and then build a function to generate the cells for C2, D2, D2, etc. until NA2, yes, then NA3, and then MA3 and to the left, yeah, until B3, then B4, and then C4, so to the left, to the right again. Spent probably 15 minutes when I didn't need that at all, because it was way simpler than compared to the structure I've tried to build. Just to give you an idea, I calculated basically the direction in which I needed to move. So I had down here, then I had left, 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 and you get the idea, right. So that's the way I structure it. While the first idea I had was this, basically, why can I not reverse the because basically you're tempted to use a to-call to flatten the map here, but the to-call is not working, because when you get to the last column it starts again every time from here, while you need to consider the movement right to left. But actually my idea would be that I know what the starting row will be. So why can I not say if this equals this lock, then I say right. Otherwise I will simply say, maybe let's use an ifs instead. So if this row is the first row of the exercise, then it's right. Otherwise, if this row is less than that same row, it means I will need to skip this this row, so I can put a placeholder. Otherwise, I can say the previous one equals right, then it means left, otherwise right. And let's see what happens. In this case, I expect to have a sequence of right, left, okay. And the idea is to do if this equals right, then I will have the map in that direction. Otherwise, I will have the reverse of the map going horizontally. And that basically is what I did at the beginning without building this logic of left, right. Then I saw, okay, no, it's dynamic when you need to start in the rows, so I was not confident and went down that rabbit hole that I showed before. So you can see that here, start from a magnet, you have two Mercury symbols, then you go all the way to the right, and then you start with this empty symbol or whatever, then uranium, magnet, so it's working actually. Here you go again straight, here you go with the magnet, so it's basically mirrored. Let's just check this with another thing. Here I'm interested only on this. So yeah, I could leverage the drop function to get rid of all that thing. So at the end of the story, what I could do is a to-call of this sorry, a to-call of drop, and I will drop these -1 rows. So in this case, I'm starting from 2 irons. Uh, 23, 24, so -2. No, there's something wrong, I think. No, it seems correct. So here I'm starting with row 25. Seems right. So example 2 will not drop anything. So let's see game 22, for example. Uranium. Yeah, seems right. And you always start to the left, from the left. So let's try like this. So let's look up this into items and coins. Of course, the question is how many coins will Lucky collect in each of the games below before dying. HP loss, HP beginning of turn will be 100. Items HP, it's an if or this equals this one, lock, and equals this lock, one, otherwise it's 0. So this plus the previous one plus the previous one. HP end will be this minus this. Actually times let's say valid if this equals 0, it's 0, otherwise it's 1, because you need to spend 1 hour only if you have to actually mine something. And then you link like this, and that's it. So basically go here, still gets the resource even if his HP falls to below to 0. So you're summing this, which is not correct. Interesting. Okay, this was example 2. 4015, so seems right. The only thing is that, yeah, now below this you cannot go because it's from row 2, so it would be at least so if and this greater than 0, this less than or equal to 0, then it's 0, otherwise is 1, so alive. Okay, so I'm summing, take this, matching 0 against this. Okay, and that's it, at least I hope. Okay, I have problems. Game 36. Okay, so if error, let's say 10,000. Okay, and here we go. So game 2 is gone. Game 3, darts. This is actually the case that got me out from the competition last year, so particularly emotionally attached to this case. You basically throw darts into this, I don't know how to call it, dartboard. Split into sectors. I will cut straight to the point. You can throw either a bull, which is worth 50 points, 25, which is worth 25 points, or everything else, which is tagged with a letter, which is SDT, single, double, triple, which multiplies the points you get by 1, 2, or 3, to be very quick. The game is played as follows. It's a 2-player game. Each player starts from 501. Each time they score some points, they remove those points from their 501 and running total. They need to go exactly to 0 to win the game. So every time they go below 0, they reset the points to the previous throw, basically. Yeah, and that's it. So what I did is, of course, duplicate this because it's a completely different story. So example 3. Okay, So first of all, transpose this thing. Then you know that every 3 throws it's a different player. So actually a smarter way to do this would be wrap calls. No, not very comfortable with those functions. This would be player 1 2 1 2. Yes, yeah, it was clearly easier than the way I did during the competition, of course. So if this equals 1, it's 2, otherwise it's 1. Okay, so filter this equals 1, and then you have the same for player 2. Okay, at this point I want to calculate the scoring for each of those. So maybe it would be a good idea to build a lambda that I can reuse for the bonus questions. No, I don't feel this comfortable with the lambda. So let's say if this equals bool, then it's 50. Otherwise, this equals 25, it's 25. Otherwise, I will do a switch. No, I will say let x be this. Value will be the extract numbers of x. Coefficient will be left of x. Then switch x. If it's s, it's 1. If it's d, then it's 2. If it's t, then it's 3 times val. Okay. I have problems. P9. Oh yeah, I need to switch coef. Okay, so it seems to work. So bool is 50, triple 19, double 3. Okay, maybe let's separate a bit. Okay, and what I noticed is that you need to keep track of the scoring at each single dart out of 3 of one single turn. So result beginning score beginning is 501, and then you do this minus this, then you do this minus this, and then you do this minus this, and then you say if anything of those goes below 0, I'm not sure of this last thing, then it's beginning, otherwise it's this, and then you start again. So in the example it says 3 to 1, 161, 21, which seems okay. Let's see how player 2 does. Okay, so here I think we have a problem. So ifs or anything of those equals 0 is 0, otherwise, or that, true, like this. So this will not affect, but this will. Okay. The question is, what is the remaining score of the losing player? So bull, which is no 66. Okay, it's not enough to win on the first. So if this equals 0, it means the other player has lost, so we'll get those points, otherwise nothing. And here I will check the previous ending points. And we say if this equals is not dash, then 1, otherwise it's 0. So we'll take the index of this, matching 1 here. If error, not sure of this last step honestly, but let's try anyway. Don't remember exactly what I did into the competition. So 41, 17. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Let's do the bonus for this level. So let me reuse this because it asks for the total point value. So this, and this. Did exactly this during the competition. So 206. So some okay, here we go. And I don't know how many points we are at, but anyway, I'm probably, yeah, at the level of points I scored during the competition, without, I mean, with some commentary, but without wasting time on Viluki. I would like to go into Lana Banana first, and then into the card games. So basically you have your famous Lana Banana, which starts from a given cell into the map. What got me completely out of the right track to solve this is that the instructions seem to suggest that Lana can move towards the nearest banana around her If there is a banana 1 cell away, she will prefer this banana to the one that is 2 cells away. If there are 2 or more bananas at the same distance from Lana will prefer the banana that is located. No, it's an excuse because it's, I think, fairly written. I thought that she could grab either a 1 distance banana or 2 distance banana, and also given the fact that in the original case she could move only, let's say, down or sideways, I don't know why I assumed that for distance 2 cells she could move only, let's say, right, diagonal, down, but it's not true, because she could also move, I don't know, diagonal up. So this is of course a distance to banana. Completely forget to consider this case. When I realized my model wasn't considering at all this case, I decided to let it go. But anyway, it would have been a wrong way to model this, because just to show you very quickly, what I did was, example 5, what I did was start from D4, work out the possible direction she could move to, and basically understand what would have been the resulting cell. At distance 1, then at distance 2, but it doesn't mean anything, because distance 2 in this direction is, I mean, you will need to consider combo directions, so I don't know, 1 cell up and 1 cell upright, so completely wrong approach. Let's do this from the beginning. So the idea I have in mind is this: why don't I calculate the distance from the current cell from which Lana is in, filter that out for the bananas, and then eventually apply the tiebreakers to choose between the bananas at the same distance. Then I move to the cell and I iteratively calculate again the distances from the new cell, and that's it. So this of course will require to flatten the grid, because otherwise it would be, I mean, either you assume a fixed number of steps and you build blocks, but it's very bad approach in my view. The tiebreakers say that Lana would prefer the banana that is located on a cell with a smaller row number and then a smaller column number, so she will tend to go up left. Just to perform this example, here she grabs the banana first, then you have bananas in cell, I mean, you have 4 bananas at distance 2, here, 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 and here. She will prefer smallest row number and smallest column number, so this, I would say. Then she will have a banana distance 1, which is this. And then if an edge of the garden is located closer to Lana than the nearest banana, she will run away, so she will basically run away, and that's it. She would have grabbed 3 bananas. The only tricky thing for this approach is that I need to figure out how to remove the bananas which have already been collected. But anyway, let's try this. So let's see, this is the starting cell. Then I have for sure a 2 row of the banana garden, which is this and this. Okay, so this is the basic structure for this. Okay, quite long. Let's flatten the initial state of the grid, which is this. Fantastic. Okay, then I would have the distances. So calc distance diagonal start cell will be this, lock the column, against this lock the row. Okay, doesn't work with array formula apparently. Okay, fantastic. So I see the bananas, I see the distances. I need to select the bananas with the minimum distance. So potential bananas, it's the countifs of this equaling banana and this equaling the mean of this. So I have one potential banana. You sure about this? So D4. Yeah, of course, because I mean this is inside D4, so it's distance 0 banana, but it's not correct. So we'll need to also filter for some mean distance. It's small of this, no, f min this equals 0 is small of this 2, otherwise the mean. It's not as small, it's so if the minimum well, it could, this condition is only needed for the first movement because she can start from a cell where the banana is located, but it's just for that cell, so will not go crazy over this. So if this equals this, and this is a banana, then it's 0, otherwise it's this. So I need the filter, so I need to filter is done. This equals banana times no times nothing. Okay, and then I get the minimum of this. So nearest banana. And then I can say potential bananas now, yes, it's the countif of this equaling banana and this equaling this. Oh, okay, so 4 bananas in my range. Okay. Where are those bananas? So filter this. Where? This equals banana. Times this equals minimum distance. Okay, so C2 D2 before F6. Okay, and I need to choose minimum row, minimum column. Well, I'm tempted to steal something from Dermot here because I know he maps the coordinates with a single value by doing like 1000 the rows plus the columns, which might be very handy here because if I just do the mean of that when we have the same column, of course minimizing for the rows would be done on the thousands and then eventually on the columns if the row is the same. So thank you, Dean, for this trick. Let's say column with indirect of this times 1000 plus, no, sorry, column of indirect of this. This is row. Yeah, and then I simply do the mean of this, which is very clever. To be honest, the problem is this array can spill indefinitely, so I'm wondering whether I could say I can wrap this into a let cells being this, and then of cells and cells. Okay. And I need to convert back this thing to how do I convert this thing back? This was very clever, but I don't have the key to to map this back to the original I mean, there will be a function, but honestly, let's say row of this times 1000 plus column of this. From B2. Okay, so the mean of this is this, and I will do a TLOOKUP, which is my custom function of this into this thing here. So C2 should be correct. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the main logic. It's already 50 minutes in. Start from D4. I will grab a banana. I don't need to forget about that. This is my banana setup. Those are the distances. I know we have the banana nearest is 2, potential bananas is 4. Then I need to check dist from out. So boundaries are 240, 240. So is this just the minimum of a row of indirect of this minus 2 absolute value of 40 minus row of indirect absolute value 40 minus column and this. So distance 2 from the outside. Minus 2. It's probably 141 that I need. Okay. Escape. Need more space here. If this is less than this, otherwise it's 0. Okay, eaten, it's F. End of turn. The fuck is going on? Okay. If indirect. Let's look up of this here, here equals banana, and why is it 0? Okay. So eaten beginning, it will be this. Eaten end, it will be this plus f this equals 0, 1 otherwise 0. Next cell, if this equals 1, it's nothing, otherwise it's C2. Let's start from C2. I don't need about this anymore. J8. So C2 banana has disappeared. Distances are always the same. No, that's not true. That's the whole point of the exercise. Yes, okay. So nearest banana. Okay, so next banana is D2, eaten beginning of turn is this. Okay. If this 0, 0. Okay. So I'm in D2. B4 is the closest banana. Distance 2, and I escape. Okay. So sum of take this, match this here, accept match. No, it's an index. Okay, I think the logic is there. Let's see if we have problems when scaling. Okay, this is also quite heavy. I didn't save the file, so come on, don't tell me this will crash Excel, otherwise okay, let's first of all save everything. We clearly have problems. Let's say is at least this should be one. This has been solved also manually. 12. Okay. Uh, 83. It's giving an A. E29. This. No, you need to grab something. No, I think we have problems with the data table. So 83 starting from, come on, so E29. Okay, it's basically not finding in the end because it's clearly requiring additional steps. Let's try to double. Really? Gonna eat every banana? Fuck. So this would crash Excel for sure. And 48 is actually right. So the good news is the model works. The bad news is what the hell of the model you need here to don't make Excel die. Let's save before running the data table. That's why something said to me my Excel crashed. In trying to perform this level, and I'm afraid I will need to kill my Excel. So this is probably too much of an ask. I'm wondering whether you store those values into a lambda, if this will become lighter in terms of performance, but I don't know honestly. Anyway, we have passed now the 1 hour of recording, so I still need to dive into the the card game section. Okay, so 48 is here. I managed to do this at the end. So let's see. Yeah, nice. Okay, let me save the file. Probably I will delete the data table here in order to avoid killing everything. Yeah, I will need to pause this recording for a while before going to the card game, and then I will have the last section done. Okay, so here we go again. Section 4, card game. You have recently invented a new one-player card game. Before the start of the game, card gets shuffled. The cards are dealt one by one. You start with 0 points, and your goal is to score points by putting together card sequences. Every time you deal a card, you check whether the card finishes a sequence together with any of the cards that were dealt previously. A sequence is defined as either 3 cards of the same value or 3 or more consecutive cards of the same suit, or both combined. Combined? In case the last card dealt completes both options simultaneously. Okay. After a sequence is completed, you add the resulting number of points to your running score. All the cards that form the sequence get discarded. They can't take part in sequences anymore. You continue the game until all the cards are dealt. Aces are high but not low. Okay. Now there is no strategy. You need to calculate the number of points, which will completely depend on the sequence of cards dealt. Okay, scoring rules. So card's value is determined by multiplying its base point with a suit coefficient. Okay. The sequence scores as many points as the product of the values of individual cards that comprise the sequence. Okay, so triple aces is the product of that. Okay, you start by dealing Q. Example. Is deal Q. There are no cards, so nothing. Q again. Only 2 cards, nothing. Then K, king of flowers, does not form a sequence, so you don't score here. Your need to score is still 0 points. Next you deal queen of yeah, this is clubs, not flowers. Italy it's flowers, but it's called clubs. Together with the previous dealt cards forms a sequence of 3 queens. This queen is blah blah, your score is this, you discard the 3 queens, now you have only king remaining in hand. Next you deal ace, could have formed sequence but nothing, total remains there. Next you deal 3, 3, 4 and 5, not those cards form sequences, no points. Next move you deal 3, so you're here, it forms a combined sequence 3, okay, finish the game. Okay, First of all, let's duplicate this monster. Probably was not a clever move here. Could have selected another worksheet. Okay, that's a very good start. I'm joking, of course. So, example 4. So I do need to consider the, first of all, the good news, I can have up to 52 rounds, so that's it. I think I will need to model the hand I have, which can grow potentially indefinitely. I can have a card of up to 52. I can have a hand of up to 52 cards. No, I don't, because for sure at some point I will end up with the third card of some three of a kind, or of a straight of 3 cards. So the answer is no, but still can be quite long. So let's call this deck. So this will be the index of deck of this. H stack. It's not correct, but just to in this way you can model the growing and problem here is that I need both the face value and the suit. Three or more consecutive cards of the same suit, that's a problem. Suits 3, 5, 7, 9. Suit multiplier. Okay, so I have this lambda to extract the face value, and I have a lambda to get also the suits. Okay. Okay, now let's say I want to transpose the cards. I want to do the counters of this here. Okay, and as soon as I get at least 3, but I don't understand I could get more than 3, because as soon as I get 3 I will use them. I do something. And potentially I will need the same thing for the runs. One for each suit. This is becoming very heavy. I think I will get rid of Lana Banana worksheet, otherwise it's not manageable. it's completely frozen. I think I made the right call to not try to do this during the live round. I mean, if I end up understanding how to maybe it's not that bad. Anyway, let me pause the recording and we'll unpause when it finishes calculating. Okay, so this will be my clubs. Sorry, diamonds. Hearts. Clubs. And I'm missing spades. Okay. And so this will be count ifs of it's more columns of filter this based on this equals this times this equals this. Zero. To lock. So we have a queen of diamonds, and that's it. Okay. So here I would identify that I have something. So check 3 if or. If or this equals 3, then why was it 0? Okay. I need also to calculate the points. Okay, now it becomes to be a little complicated because I can quickly see where it is. So it's a queen I will need to find the coefficients. So card if this equals 0, it's nothing, otherwise it's filter this equals 3. Okay, base X, look up this into cards, returning values, nothing. Then the multipliers, mults if this equals nothing, it's nothing. There was the extra cup of filter of the deck where this equals the card into suits returning multipliers, I need to filter the suits actually. Okay. So points will be base times this times base times this times base times this. One, 0, 6, 3. Yes. So the ferro 0. Okay. So the check tree is done. So filter. So let previous and this. I need to say that H stack if this equals 0 is the previous end, otherwise it's filter previous end where this thing here it's not this. Something went wrong. DP11. Okay. So makes sense. Okay, so the rule for the three of a kind is done. I'm missing the rule for the runs. And I need to check the sum of this. Yeah, problem would be because what if I have ace, king and jack and then I have a queen, it's 4. So by checking also 3 by 3 is not enough. Is not enough. And potentially it could be also 5 because if I have ace, king, jack 10, then I have queen. And I can not check in 5s because I'm looking for being at least 3, but needs to be in a sequence. So do I need to check for 3, 4 and 5 for each suit? So it's 3 times 4 is 12 checks, really? Becomes massive. Becomes honestly massive. There must be a clever way to do this. And even if I find the cards to be removed, how the hell do I filter them out? Considering that I will need 3 separate filters. Yeah, probably it's better to make those cards pop up from there and do the 3 filters one by one, because I think filters does not work with an array formula here to say does not equal an array. An array which does not equal an array is not working. At least I'm not sure I can make that work. I could list the 3, 4, 5 or whatever cards that have been put into the sequence. But do I really need to do the 12 checks? It's 3, otherwise it could be couples, pairs, and then I have in the middle. Otherwise 2 plus 1 and the middle one. Yeah, it's no more than 5 cards. Otherwise it would have been 3 at the previous step. But what if I say that I increase 1 here and I look for 3 or 4 or 5? This might be interesting. What if I do this? That's a sequence. This forms bot. No, not yet. Is the 5 of spades? Oh, this is hearts, okay. Okay, so here I have the trees. Why? I think it's all strings. Okay. And here I have a problem with spades. The hell? I have king ace. Why this is not working? This should be one. It's a number problem. Yeah. It's a problem. It's still a problem. Come on. This is working with the numbers. Oh no, it's not. It's just carrying the... Okay. Now it's gone. So do I need to look for the leftmost tree here? But why do we have a tree here? Oh no. I need to reset this sequence. So if so, let x be this. If x equals 0, 0 otherwise x plus this. Okay. So run. than 2, and one was at 0. Length if this equals 0, it's nothing, otherwise it's the max. Okay. Cards. If this equals to this, it's this, otherwise this. There was this filter, this thing here, where this equals no so suit if this equals this, otherwise x lookup this into this thing, returning this thing here, lock. Okay. Cards. Okay, another small interruption. So suit is this. Cards will be if this equals this, then this. Otherwise, filter of this, where I need to lock that. This lock equals the suit. Times this. It's not greater than 0 because it might be that I'm not using that fucking card. Let's say that equals the length, and I will pick just the last card. Other cards, a filter, so filter of this, the suit is equaling, and third card, fourth card, a fifth card. This is terrible, terrible, terrible stuff. Fuck. There's only locking the column. Oh. Third, fourth card. F. Length. Greater than 3. And greater than 4. Three, 4, and 5. And the points will be product of X lookup of this into cards returning values. Times X lookup of this to suits multipliers. Zero and 0. It's 1. Three, 4, 5. Nine. 15, 12, and 9. Three, 6, 5. Okay, good news is that these points are correct. Now I need to filter. Okay, now the small interruption again. So I was saying the good news is this result is good actually. Now I need to find a way to filter also this thing here. So we need to filter basically up to 4 times, because it's 1, no, actually up to 6 times, because it's 1 plus 5. Wow. Let's dive into this complex let. So previous hand is that. So check. I call it tris in Italian. Apologies, but this. Check straight. It's this. Okay. If and check trace equals 0. Check straight equals 0. Let's call this and filtered. So if both are zeros, and filtered will be the previous end. Okay. If check trace is 1 and check straight is 0, is basically the this one here. So previous end with those conditions. Otherwise it means that both are active. So let's maybe define another let. So x can I define another let? Apparently yes. Filter first should be removing this for sure. Then field second, I will filter field first. Apparently I cannot do that. So if I want this to be the outer, So check trace is this, check straight is this. Okay. Filter, previous and is this. H stock, this thing. Tipo, trying to build this huge formula, but so water 0 is the previous one. Otherwise, if just the first is 0, I will filter out based on the previous logic. Then otherwise, if both have one, first round of filter is the same as here. Then second round of filter, it's name value 2. So it's filter of field first. Okay, so I've already taken out the cards with that face value. And I want to go on suits are not this suit here. This needs to be moved. And faces are not the first face. Okay, filter method. It's basically the same thing, exception that I need this. And this needs to go here. Then field fourth. It's very dangerous. Field fifth. This. And field sixth. This. And then like this, like this, and like this. And I want to output field sixth. Of course. Let's see what the fuck is going on. Okay. For some reason it's going to error. Because the size of this is changing. Oh god. Oh. If I do this here, so F and this equals 0, this equals 0, our wrapped sequence of columns of this one step 0. F Actually, I don't need that second hand. No, yeah, I need it. So if I bought one, so if it's not blank, zero. And this equals the suit, or this equals one of the 5 cards, lock. It's 0, what is 1? It's a mess. So not 0 needs to be not empty, and it's a 1. Otherwise, first it's 0, I have this thing here. Okay. It's okay. Okay, so here is working. I am forgetting the H stack. Oof. Guys, this is absolutely not bulletproof. And we are 1 hour in this nightmare. Need to adjust for the scoring. Okay. Funny thing is that I need more space, significantly more space to grow. Okay. Why is it not working? King. Okay. Mm. Oh. Yeah, because here I have multiple cards with the one. Okay, so this is going to be more than 2.5 hours long, but I want to solve this. What if I do an offset going to the left? You need to find this. Find the lookup. To find this. Here. EC 38, which is this. I could do an offset of indirect of this, of row, -8, minus, no columns, width, minus this. clearly. It's 38. Okay, 654. It's correct. Okay, this might be interesting. Why is this going on? Of course, because I only have that. Oh god, I have only the straight. True. X. Okay. Ace, queen, 8, king, 10, jack, 2, 3. Oh god. No way this is going to be correct. Oh, but it seems correct. You have 8 cards in your hand. Oh, come on. Okay, maybe I was summing the wrong thing. There's clearly something going on here. here. 2 million. Let's see if at least I've got something right. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Because the model here is correct, but honestly will take some time to debug this monster. Three aces, which is 25 times 25 times 25. $2 million. 593. $1 million. Ace, king, 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 10. You go again. Okay guys, I think I will stop this here. Maybe I will check my workings against someone who have solved the level and see what went wrong with the calculation of the points, because I think that's ultimately what is going wrong here. Hope you enjoyed this extremely long video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.